So after 10 minutes, elastic, smooth, a little lighter in color too.
For sure, and you. It's important that you don't dump it all at once so it doesn't tear. Mel in this really small restaurant, they just said start baking, whatever you know.
Because of the addition of the sugar.
Though it's starting to get really soft, don't panic, that's normal. So this one mixes on
High, right?
high, and this mixes for a good 10 minutes.
Okay. So after 10 minutes, elastic, smooth, a little lighter in color too.
For sure, and you can hear, you kind of know when it's done when you hear that slapping sound.
Okay, good.
And then this goes on to
Is that a grease bowl?
a grease bowl, yes. We're gonna give it a couple of folds just to strengthen the structure even more. So I just wet my hands a little bit so it prevents it from sticking too much. All sides. And then after the folds, you just turn it over and then just tuck in the sides. And from here, we cover it with plastic wrap. You can keep it out for 30 minutes for, bulk fermentation, a little bit more flavor. And then in the refrigerator, it goes 12 hours.
Okay, so here's the dough after 12 hours in the refrigerator. Now, if you leave it for 14, is that okay?
That's okay, yeah. It just develops like a
funkier flavor.
Yeah, like a more sour, maybe flour flavor.
Yeah.
So flour our surface a little bit. This goes
Now, Marge took the red eye here 2 nights ago. Got here at 6 a.m.
Yep.
Started working all day as prep. And then went out to dinner with us last night to Farmer and the Fish, which was very nice outside.
Delicious.
And then is doing this morning. So she's been working very hard, but not any harder than in the restaurant.
Yeah, but when Martha calls, we run.
Oh, that's so nice.
Okay. So flatten it a little, and again, you gotta work with this while it's cold because it starts to get super sticky. This gets divided into 4 pieces.
Portions.
And we're gonna form it into balls. What I do is I turn it over and then flatten it. There, I just bring all the sides to the center.
So when I first started making brioche, it was like out of Julia Child Volume 2. Do you remember those recipes?
I have that book.
It doesn't turn out like this. This is the recipe. And so and you roll it. Oh yeah, look, I got it.
Yep,
pretty nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Nice. Okay,
Perfect.
then.
Okay, and then we got the greased pans, and we just put 2 balls in there. And we cover it with plastic wrap.
Okay, not in the fridge, right?
Not in the fridge. So this proofs for about 2.5 hours. And if you have a warm spot, that's a perfect spot for it.
Okay. And then look what happens. So the job's not done yet, right?
Not yet, yeah. So we're gonna make an egg wash. And the egg wash is a whole egg, an egg yolk, and then a little bit of milk and a pinch of salt.
And that is what gets you that deep, deep mahogany color. And don't let the egg wash go down into the pan. There.
Perfect.
Perfect. And this goes right into a preheated oven.
350 degrees for 30 minutes, or internal temperature 200 degrees Fahrenheit.
And you're going to just gasp when you see what it comes out looking like. And now you can use that same beautiful dough for the perfect base for a fruit tart.
We use brioche for about a dozen things.
Oh, you do?
And this is one
So besides
of them.
tarts, what else? French toast.
French toast, we put it in muffin tins and then fill it with pastry cream.
12 hours.
Yeah, same exact dough that we use for the loaves. At the restaurant, we use brioche for about a dozen things.
So 5.
Proofed it. So you it